It's going to be a big week this week, traders. So this is a bit of an update across all the markets, technical analysis in this video about what I'm seeing right now. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, before I get started straight into it, make sure you grab access. I'm giving away free membership access to that trading course on the screen there. As soon as you go over to that very first link in the description there, you go over there, put your email address in, you're going to get membership access to it. The very first video you're going to get access to is a training that I did walking you through my #1 trading strategy that I trade every day, and I promise you it'll transform the way that you're doing things in your trading. I promise you that. And then also I'm giving away a free coaching call to build out your very own custom trading plan for you. So I only have a limited spots only for this week. So very first link in the description, guys, go click on that right now. So let's go have a good look at the good old stocky market. We'll have a good look at again, this is just technical analysis on the stocky market, and we'll go through we'll go through everything here. So the very first thing I'm noticing when it comes to let's actually look at the Dow Jones here, the good old DJ. So the Dow Jones. The first thing we're seeing right now is that we're getting this whole level through here. Right, so we have this whole 32,500 to 33,000. You can see how this whole level through here was indeed a bunch of support and resistance all the way through. And so you can see that, and you can also see how we've actually been doing, like, we've actually had also a bit of a trend line coming down through there, right? So sort of squeezing down, and now we're coming down through here. So this still right now is a very, very weak sign in the markets, right? We're going sideways right now, but we're still in a very downward trend. And one of the biggest mistakes that I've made when trading the markets is always trying to impose my thinking and my will on what I wanted to do instead of what the market is doing. So what is the market doing right now? Black and white. It is making a high, a lower high, and then we're breaking down through here. We haven't made another lower high yet, but so therefore we're in a downward trend. The market is in a downward trend, so therefore that is bearish. Trying to go long right now. Again, this is for technical analysis on a trading purposes, not long-term purposes, but on a technical analysis, short-term trading purposes. Trying to go long when the market is saying, hey, we are going down, is very, very, very risky, right? You know yourself, the trend is your friend until the end. And so therefore we are making highs, lower highs, and lower highs from there. So what we do see is that if we do continue to go sideways a bit more, what's probably going to happen is I'm seeing, so I'm seeing that through there. There's the next major level of support, which is down there around that 30,000 level, around there. So that's actually the big key area that I'm watching for on the Dow Jones, to get down through there. And again, but we've probably got this major level of support around that 39 level. And the big thing about the Dow Jones is the pattern that we're forming on the Dow Jones is this, right? So we have what we call the calm. So this is the calming period through here. And then we have like the storm, right? The storm to me is just starting when it comes to the Dow Jones from there. If we go have a look at the S&P 500. So the S&P 500, there's a few key areas that I'm really watching for. This is that major low level through there on the 3,800 is a significant level. If we break that, and the reason why that's a significant level, if we go to our weekly charts, we can see how that this higher low through here, low and higher low through there, isn't like we've started some sort of short-term upward trend, but now we've completely reversed. So right now we're at that level again. If we break it, then we're no longer in an upward trend. And if we break it, we're probably going to start to see this sort of stuff happening in the actual market itself. So looking at their daily charts, one thing I'm noticing is if I bring my trend line up through to there, which is around that, what's that 3,950 level, somewhere around about there. You can see how, and the reason why I've done it through there, I've identified, is that we had this level of support, level of resistance, and level of support through here, and level of support through here, support through there, and so on and so forth, right? And so we have that level going on through there, and again, we're starting this new sort of downward sort of trend here, right? Where we've got this high, lower high, and we could be forming another lower high here. If we break the lows from there on the S&P 500, then we are about to get absolutely crushed in the markets from there. Let's go look at the good old Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq is now in a bit of a funky sort of triangle pattern through here. We've got sort of two touches going on right now, so we're in a bit of a triangle pattern. The really interesting thing is, where does this break out and what actually happens next? Because if we squeeze up and we start to break out to the downside, so we start to do something like this, where we did that, right? And then we start to get something like this as well, then we're probably likely to start to see something like that on the downside, right? Like a bit of a free fall in the markets. So the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones are definitely in a state of bearishness, and you don't want to be going against that. Where the Nasdaq is like, we're not quite bearish, we're not quite 100% bearish yet. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this forms out for the rest of this week. Now remember, guys, whenever I'm doing these market updates for you, okay, I'm going to get into gold and silver and stuff like that in a minute, but whenever I'm doing these market updates for you, remember, this is just a market update. How I actually trade the markets is I actually use a trading strategy, a trading system. Now, when you go to johnsfreegift.com, the very first thing in the description, not only do I give you the access to the trading course, but the very first video, I teach you my trading system for free. And so therefore, if you want to be a professional trader, right, we need to be trading the markets professionally based on that. You know what I mean? So we need to be trading based on an actual trading system, and not because we just think it's a good idea. Whenever you try, well, I'm going to get in because this YouTube video said so, that's where you're going to go wrong again. Okay, so again, guys, that very first link in the description, click on that, and you'll be able to get access to that as well too. So let's go have a look at the good old gold and silver. So silver definitely bounced off my sort of support level, support zone through here, and now we're getting a bounce. We're getting a very strong bounce. Now the big key area, the big thing I'm noticing with silver, look at this here with silver. Silver right now is getting close to a point of just having extraordinary quality moves. You can see we've been very choppy through here, right? Very, 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 very choppy. Very choppy, chop, right? But what happens, we're starting to get a big up bar through here. If we do that and we start to break back above this level through here, above sort of 24,000, or sorry, 24,000. Imagine silver being at 24,000. That's probably going to happen the way that this whole economy and things are going right now. It's like 24,000 silver. So we can see we have support level through there, right? Support level through there, support level through there. And then if we start to break above here on the silver market, then that means, one, we've actually created now high lows, all up. So we're starting a new upward trend. And secondly, we're now finally, after all these years, right, after 2 years of being in this channel, are we about to see a significant break to the upside? And if so, we could see a really big move coming in the silver market from there. Looking at now to the gold market as well, and you can see gold is just incredible big moves up. The big thing that you want to be careful of, guys, is that don't get into the hype, right? Don't get into the hype right now. Don't be trying to, if you're a trading of the markets, the worst thing to do is try to buy gold right now. That's the worst thing. Now, if you're just buying physical stuff like that, then and investing, then that's a different story, right? But do not be trying to get into, if you're trading the markets, this is the wrong time to be trying to trade the markets, right? Trying to buy it for a short-term or a trading opportunity, right? When you're trying to trade the market, this is the wrong time to be doing this. So we have a low point through here, and then we have a higher low, and then the market starts to rally back to the upside. So right now we've had a big move up, and if you notice this here, guys, whenever we start to go vertical in the markets, what inevitably happens. So just be careful of this, okay, guys? But be careful. I'm recommending, actually I can't tell you what to do, but I'm recommending wait for a pullback. The best time to trade is when the pullback, right? Look at this here. Big move up, and then we start to go vertical, and then look what happens. We start to go for a pullback. We went vertical, and then we had a big pullback, right? So at least wait for something like this to happen. Wait for something like this to happen when it comes to gold. This is the wrong time to be, I know there's a lot of people out there now starting to try to push the gold. Oh my goodness, better get in now before it's too late. It's got to keep going. Got to keep going. It's like, no, do not be FOMOing in the market. Do not be jumping in on fear basis and so on and so forth. Do not be doing that in this market here, okay? And last but least, let's have a good look at the good old mining stocks through here. So let's look at the GDX. And let's go look at the weekly chart. We're starting to really gain a bit of momentum here. Where look at this here. So we did create a lower high, but now look what's happening. We're creating a higher low. So we've got this higher low through here on the GDXJ. If indeed we do start to break above this $34 level, then what's probably going to happen is we're going to start. If we do break above there, then that means we have this higher low in place. And we're probably likely to start to see this big move coming to the upside from there. So that'll be really, 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 really interesting and important to see if we did start to see that. And then also the GDXJ, same sort of thing. Now the GDXJ is, if I have a look at that level through there, so you can see that sort of that level through there. You can see it actually, look at this here. So it came down, and this is really interesting. Look at this here. It came down, lower high, lower high, lower high. Higher high, now it's creating a higher low. If we do get that higher low, but we end up starting to break to the upside through there, then we could start to see a really, really, really big move to the upside. So there we go, traders. Hope this helped you out. Once again, guys, if you do need some help, make sure you grab access to that free trading course that's on the screen right now. And then also, guys, also, once you get access to the free trading course, I'm also giving away a free coaching call to find out what's going on, where you're going wrong, to build out your own custom trading plan. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm opening up some spots to my coaching program I have done last week. I've got one more spot left open where I'm going to be filling that spot. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing coaching calls to help you out. And just one of you guys will be offered the chance to actually hop into my Inner Circle coaching program. So guys, first link in the description, go click on that and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow.